my whole screen in QuickTime. That's a new feature in Snow Leopard, and we're going to put these up on YouTube, having been doing these all week. So it's actually capturing everything that's going on screen. Another ADE Oscar Stringer is actually videoing these, and we're going to drop us talking over them into the top right-hand corner, picture-in-picture. We can do that in iMovie, and Oscar's going to be showing you how to do that in the iMovie session. It's literally click and drag, it's so easy. So you can create resources from your own lessons really easily. Okay, let's have a look at this. It's phenomenal. What I'm going to show you in a minute is I'm going to use a USB mic actually and record some recorder and stuff to show you what it can do, yeah? So this is the iLife suite. iLife comes pre-installed on every Mac computer. 5 applications. Don't think these are cut-down applications, they're not. They're pro applications. Instead of a professional output, so iPhoto does for your photos, what iTunes does for your music. It's a librarian first of all, but also you can cut, rotate, enhance, and from there you can create slideshows, add music, and you can even send it out Facebook or to iDVD. iMovie, I really strongly recommend that you watch Oscar's presentation on iMovie, because you can learn to use iMovie in like 15 minutes. GarageBand obviously is the best application, it's because I'm using it, and it's good for music, but actually it's the premier application for podcasting. iWeb allows you to create websites with no knowledge of HTML, and it's all click and drag and using templates. And then iDVD, for people who are still using those round shiny discs, do you remember those? Just about everybody's streaming movies off the internet or down through iTunes, but iDVD gives you hard copy for your movies. So GarageBand. Looking at it in a Key Stage 2 context, I'm not going to insult your intelligence and read you all these points, but if you're delivering music at Key Stage 2, you'll recognise these are the attainment targets from the national curriculum. And some of them, things like combining musical elements of pitch, duration, dynamics, tempo, etc., how they're organised within a musical structure. That's quite complex stuff. Then analysing and comparing sounds, and then using ICT to capture change. How do you change sounds? So I'm going to show you actually all of those targets in 15 minutes. What I would like to emphasise is that using ICT in GarageBand is not replacing traditional concepts like oral acuity, playing in time, a sense of awareness of what's going on around you. So we're going to use percussion, and we're going to use good old-fashioned recorder as well, and we're going to record those as part of Don't Run Away. I started with recorder. Recorder's good. So let's go into demonstration and start. And what we thought we would do is start with a completely empty project and show you how to use GarageBand in 5 minutes, because you can. So I'm going to start with one of the templates that gives me no tracks. Select Choose. I'll then put in the name of the title of the presentation, Key Stage 2. And if you have any music teachers, just point out to them that you can choose the key signature and the time signature from the browser that comes up. So if I put in Key Stage 2 Saturday here, just zoom in on this and show you that there's my key, and there's my major or minor. So if I decide that my piece of music, actually it's in G, so that'll be fine, you'll see a key signature coming up, and click on the word Create. There's the interface, it's really clear and easy to use. So we're working from nothing. Let's just talk about what the project's going to be. We're going to write a piece of music using 3 notes, B, A, G on the recorder. Okay? Probably the most important icon is down here, this plus symbol. In iTunes, if you click on the plus symbol, you get a new playlist. iPhoto, you get a new album. iMovie, you get a new project. GarageBand, a new track. Incidentally, if you're taking notes of things, if you visit my website later, I've got about 40 tutorial movies on just about every aspect of GarageBand. So if I click on that plus symbol, what that gives me is my track options. So in the first bit of this, when I was using Magic GarageBand, that's where the electric guitar parts come from. But we're looking at Key Stage 2. Leave it on the software instrument and click Create. Now, what's cool is that with GarageBand, we can actually plug in a keyboard straight away and it'll allow me, because it's USB compliant, to just literally plug these in. So obviously the power is being drained from here. Sometimes I'm finding that Logic wants to interfere because I want to show you something in the background in a minute. So I'll have to do that once again. It doesn't want me to have both of them at the same time. So what I'll do is just say, get rid of GarageBand for a minute, get rid of Logic, and go through this once more. There you go, so I have my... Now the thing about the sounds that we're getting in GarageBand is that they're sampled sounds. This piano is a sample piano. The students are going to be working with quality sounds the whole time. If I move to an electric piano, I'm going to get a real road sound. If I move to my guitars, here's a sort of nylon string acoustic. It sounds really like it should. My drum kits are sampled drum kits and they sound great. So they're using quality sounds all the time in the classroom. So what we'll do is here show you the woodwind section. I've got a recorder as part of this, and I'm just going to write in my little theme, my little 3-note tune. Give myself a count in, that's all I need. And play my tune. To edit this, we just double click on it. And we'll see the kind of piano roll that we've had for years. You'll see the first note I played a little bit earlier this morning, so I'll insert that in a minute. But what we have had for a long time is the scoring. If I click on score, have a look at that. I can change between 3 types of clef. There's the note that I was missing. I can just hold the command key down and put in this B, but look at that note length. You see what I just did? If I want to make a note longer, I want to make that into semi-brief. I don't have to select the note and then think about what the number would be on the keypad. I just make it longer like that. Now it's semi-brief. That's the easiest way. And what I'll do is just show you something that is quite amazing. If I just solo and play you a little tiny tune, like this. Just have a look at this as I make this C longer. What would you expect to happen? Okay, we've got a minim. Wouldn't we want a tied note to the start of this beat here? So in some applications you'd have to have the minim, the quaver, and then select something to make, do you know what I'm referring to? How about this then? Is that not cool? It's just really intuitive, isn't it? All I'm thinking about is note length. And what I like about this is that you don't need a knowledge of theory to get into theory. You just start using it. Does that make sense? That wasn't bad for Saturday morning, was it? So you're not prohibited basically from working with the software without a knowledge of theory. So I've got my basic tune. I can time correct it, and I'm just going to show you now that we just go through the same process. Hit the plus symbol, click create, it's going to give me piano now. So while it's doing that, I'd just like to hand out the parts that I'm playing are there. So to have a look at those, do you mind sort of grabbing those off me and just passing them round? They're just some of the printouts from GarageBand. There's one from Logic I'll be showing you in a minute, and I'm just going to play in the piano part. So what we have here, if I do the same thing with the whole scoring thing, is that there's a mistake. Select the note you don't want, hit backspace. The chord's not long enough, make it longer. You want it in one clef, you can do. Same with these. So it's really easy to edit and work with your recording. I hit the plus symbol again, I'm going to add the bass.